to Chasing Dramas. My name is Karen and we are continuing our visit to HengDian, specifically the Palace of Emperor Qin or Qin Wang Gong, where hundreds of Chinese dramas and movies were filmed. Today, we're taking you to see the live performances and drama callbacks on site. The first and most impressive show we saw was Emperor Qin Shi Huang's coronation ceremony, which took place on the 99 steps leading up to the Unification Hall. The performance featured many actors in various roles. There were soldiers, priests, eunuchs, court officials, dancers, and of course, Emperor Qin Shi Huang himself. The show included 4 main segments. The first was the Qin Jun Yi Zhang, or the Qin Army Honor Guard ceremony. You had the Bai Guan Chao Bai, or the court officials paying respects to the emperor. There was the Shen Tan Ji Si, or the sacrificial ritual at the altar. And finally, you had the Yue Wu Xian Ji, or the music and dance celebration. The whole performance was about 13 to 15 minutes long. I had no idea what to expect and was genuinely impressed by the scale. There were close to 100 people in this production for our entertainment. At that moment, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely felt like I was inside a Qin Dynasty drama. After that, we made our way through the familiar corridors and got a little lost trying to find our way back up without climbing the 99 steps again. That is where we ended up stumbling upon the Theater for 英雄比剑, or Sword Dueling Heroes, which is based on director Zhang Yimou's 2002 film Hero, or 英雄. It stars Jet Li as the main lead. But this movie had a completely stacked cast, as it also featured Tony Leung, Maggie Cheung, Donnie Yen, Zhang Ziyi, and Chen Daoming, aka the Emperor from Joy of Life, as the Emperor Qin Shi Huang. If you haven't watched the movie, I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic film about Emperor Qin Shi Huang's conquest to unify China. A stunningly beautiful film. The martial arts in that movie is also top-notch. I mean, how can it not be? If you watch that movie, you'll also become picky about the martial arts fighting that you see on screen in many of today's Chinese dramas. The show reenacted several key scenes from the movie, namely the clip that I just showed you. Though only another 10 to 15 minutes long, there were several fight sequences with actors and actresses using different weapons. There were special lighting and water effects, and at times, there were actors flying around using wires that is quite reminiscent of modern-day Chinese martial arts wuxia dramas. So how does one see these performances and shows? Well, there is a schedule available of the day's performances that is accessible on your phone, or you can scan the QR code in person. Otherwise, there are large screens placed throughout the studio set, so you can check out where and when the next show is. Almost all of the shows in the studios are free and included in your entry ticket price. You simply need to get to the right location at the right time, which is easier said than done. The studio is so vast that navigating between shows can be quite a challenge, so I definitely recommend good walking shoes and some basic planning of your route. Otherwise, you will be walking a ton of extra steps throughout the day, which is pretty much what Kathy and I unfortunately did. We rounded out our day with more meandering and happened upon some fun mini set reproductions of recognizable filming locations from recognizable dramas scattered all throughout the grounds. Here, let's check out a set from Joy of Life. Guys, how funny is this? We were just walking out from one side of the Qin Wang Palace to the other side, and then we walked by this little set, which is a mini replica of a scene in Joy of Life. Or they've translated it to Celebration of Years. Anyways, if you look, the sign up here says Fan Fu, which means fun manor or fun residence. And if you look over on this side, this is one of the iconic sets of Joy of Life, or Qin Yunyan, where I remember distinctly where Fan Xian in season 1 learns about his identity, or the fact that he is a modern individual, and his mother also has modern day knowledge, and he was walking through these archways. This is definitely not the one from the drama, but the fact that this exists, I'm dying. That wasn't the only familiar set we found. Take a look at this one. So this is the mobile home for Li Lianhua from the Cdrama Mysterious Lotus Casebook. There's a nice cardboard cutout of him here. The drama had or did film a couple of scenes here, but if we take a look right up here, it says Lianhua Lou, or Lianhua Tower, named after Cheng Yi's character Li Lianhua. It's very nice. Towards the end of our day, we also walked through or found this 影视长廊, or the film and drama corridor that is explicitly dedicated to the many Chinese historical dramas filmed at the Palace of Emperor Qin. Can you recognize any of the dramas highlighted above? Now, you might be wondering, did we see any celebrities or film productions that day? Unfortunately, apart from the short drama that was filming that we stumbled upon, sadly, no. It is worth noting that actual filming locations within the studio are often closed off to the public, or you will need to know in advance where and when a production is shooting. There were sections of the Palace of Emperor Qin that day that were not open to the public. I'm assuming because there was actual filming happening. What this means is if you are specifically coming to HengDian to追星or to chase a celebrity in order to catch a glimpse of them, you'll need significantly more planning and insider knowledge. We did spot a giant poster, though, of actor Chen Zhuoyuan and realized that they were setting up for a filming commencement ceremony, or a kaiji yishi, as he and actress Wang Churan were preparing for a filming commencement ceremony, or a kaiji yishi, for the drama Fu Sheng that would take place right there on the grounds in the Palace of Emperor Qin a few days later. Here are some photos I took from Weibo showing what the commencement ceremony looked like. These types of ceremonies are quite standard when shows or dramas begin filming and happen rather regularly in HengDian. Fans are often the ones preparing these giant posters and even mini sets to help support their idol and wish them luck as they film the new drama. And that's it for our excursion to Qin Wang Gong, or the Palace of Emperor Qin. Before we leave this magnificent set, here are a few more clips that I found from various dramas that were filmed right on location here at the Palace of Emperor Qin. Here is Xiao Zhan in Zhang Hai Zhuan, or The Legend of Zhang Hai, filmed in the main front square area. Here is Alan Ren Jialun in One and Only, or Zhou Sheng Ru Gu, filmed on the 99 steps and outside the Unification Hall. As well as here in A Journey to Love, or Yi Nian Guan Shan. In the auxiliary passage, we have the Long Ballad, or Changge Xing. And another clip from Joy of Life, or Qing Yu Nian. Even though we didn't see more filming productions that day, we had a total blast visiting the Palace of Emperor Qin. The grand sets, the live performances, and the drama tie-ins all made for a jaw-dropping and memorable day. Just make sure to wear comfortable walking shoes and exercise clothes, because you will definitely be walking more than 10,000 steps on probably just this first studio alone. If you want to listen to why there aren't as many Chinese dramas in production right now, you can check out our AI in the Chinese entertainment industry podcast episode at Chasing Dramas. For more Chasing Drama reviews, you can check out our website, www.chasingdramas.com. Like, comment, and subscribe here for more content. Stay tuned for our next episode, because we are going to take you to Qingming Shanghe Tu, or along the riverside during the Qingming Festival, the second of 3 film studio locations we visited in HengDian. This studio is set in the Song Dynasty. We are moving away from the Qin Dynasty, and was, dare I say, even more fun than the Palace of Emperor Qin. There were more sets, more markets, and also a lot more NPCs to interact with. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned for the next video.